Do you want to see the Syrian military preserved even after Assad falls, if he falls?
I think it's important when Assad leaves, and he will leave, to try to preserve stability in that country. And the best way to preserve that kind of stability is to maintain as much of the military, the police as you can, along with the security forces, and hope that they will transition to a democratic form of government. That's the key.
What is your thinking if Assad comes down? Do you want to see the Syrian military preserved? Do you think that's a lesson we learned from Iraq? Don't disband the military?
I think it's very important that we don't make the same mistakes we made in Iraq. And that particularly when it comes to things like the chemical sites, they do a pretty good job of securing those sites. If they suddenly walked away from that, it would be a disaster to have those chemical weapons fall into the wrong hands of Hezbollah or other extremists in that area.
And Barbara's joining us now on the phone from the Tunisian capital of Tunis. Barbara, what else is the Secretary telling you about U.S. military options in Syria?
Well, Wolf, here's what he says. He says that there are a full range of military options that he's got in hand. But his problem, he says, is in this part of the world, the U.S. cannot act unilaterally, especially the U.S. military. It's not looked upon very kindly, and he knows it. So he's looking for support from Russia and China, but in particular, of course, the Russians, who are the big supporters of Bashar al-Assad. And he says he's very frustrated that the Russians are not getting on board and exercising, what he calls leadership. And he knows he's here right now during a political season. He's following in the footsteps of Mitt Romney as he makes his way across the region. And what he's trying to do is make the case for a unified U.S. position on all of this and really get Russia on board. He believes that's key to moving ahead.
We'll see if he can do that. All right, Barbara Starr.